The protest against Pakistan's atrocities on Baloch people has reached the White House. Members of the Balochistan diaspora recently staged protests outside the White House against Pakistan. Moreover, the activists from Baloch, Sindhi and Pashtun community in Canada and Germany also participated in demonstration to express their solidarity with thousands of protesters who are raising their voices in Pakistan against the extrajudicial killings and enforced disappearances. Our report. Last year on October 29, 20 years old Baloch Mullah Baksh was abducted from his home in Balochistan's Turbat by men in civilian clothes. His family filed a missing complaint with the police but did not hear for nearly a month despite protests on the street. He was eventually presented in a court in Turbat on November 21. Baloch looked weak, as if he was beaten and threatened. 2 days later, the family came to know that Baloch had been killed in custody. His death contributed to the escalation of protests in Balochistan and marches to Islamabad. Led by Baloch activist Dr. Maharang Baloch, thousands of women and activists marched to the capital city, Islamabad. While leading the protest against extrajudicial killings, Maharang is facing both physical and mental torment by Pakistani security forces and establishment. Still, a large number of Baloch families are participating in the sit-in protest for the safe recovery of missing persons in the Islamabad. Now, the protest against Pakistan's atrocities on Baloch people has reached the White House. Recently, members of the Baloch diaspora protested outside the White House against Pakistan. They raised questions about the enforced disappearances of Baloch people in Pakistan. One of the protesters and a former speaker of the Balochistan Assembly, Wahid Baloch, highlighted the atrocities in Balochistan.
आज जो है पाकिस्तान की 75 साल की जो एट्रोसिटीज़ बलूचिस्तान में हो रही है उनके खिलाफ यहाँ पर आकर हम एहतजाज कर रहे हैं और हालिया दिनों में पाकिस्तान में बलोच ख़वातीन और उन जिनके ख़ानदानों को जो है अगवा किया गया है, जबरी गुमशुदगियाँ हुई, उनके साथ यकजहती कर रहे हैं जी। तो ये जो है बुनियादी मकसद है यहाँ पर एहतजाज का। कि बलूचिस्तान में पाकिस्तान पिछले 75 सालों से जो है मुसलसल कब्ज़ा किए हुए हैं और जबरन जो है लोगों को उनकी ज़िंदगियों से, उनके इंसानी हकूक़ से, सियासी हकूक़ से, जमहूरी हकूक़ से महरूम किया हुआ है।
Seeking an end to the Baloch genocide in Pakistan, the protesters sought intervention of the Biden government in the matter. A young Baloch, Sami Baloch, said that whatever happened to Baloch people is atrocious and a violation to human rights.
I'm here today because there's a Baloch genocide happening, and it's been happening since partition, and Pakistan annexed Balochistan in 1947, and we're here today because many Baloch people have been murdered and they have been genocided and kidnapped by the Pakistani army and military. And today we're here to stand with Baloch people that are still in Balochistan, that weren't sent here in exile, and we're here to stand with them and to stand with those families because what is happening is atrocious.
The diaspora nations of Baloch, Sindhis and Pashtuns in Canada recently called for a demonstration to express their solidarity with the thousands of Baloch protesters. The joint protest called by the Baloch Human Rights Council of Canada, World Sindhi Council and Pashtun Council Canada condemned in the strongest terms Islamabad's apartheid policies of violence and repression against the oppressed people. The Baloch National Movement Germany chapter also staged protests in solidarity with missing persons.
Pakistani atrocity, despite of addressing their genuine grievances, they have been using force to crush this movement. And today we are here to express our solidarity with them, and our purpose is here to tell the world that there is a systematic genocide going on in Balochistan committed by the Pakistani security forces. But the entire world is unknown to this grave humanitarian crisis in Balochistan, and it is our responsibility to tell the world, and it is the responsibility of the civilized world to take initiative to stop this humanitarian crisis in Balochistan.
Thousands of Baloch people have been abducted in Pakistan. This includes women and innocent children. A number of Baloch activists have accused China in the past for increased violence in the region. They say Pakistan Army is just paving way for the China-Pakistan economic corridor, which the Baloch have opposed vehemently. Pakistan has taken billions of dollars in loans from Beijing and is obliged to do what the latter demands. Baloch say a region where poverty is already widespread due to state policies cannot even expect its future when both China and Pakistan will plunder it together.